Good morning. Welcome to a bit of early morning Circus Fit. We'll get you guys up moving, get you a decent start to the day, wake you up nice and properly. So before we get started, drop a quick hi in the chat, let me know who's watching, if anybody is watching. Say hello to Rosalie, I think she's there. And we're just going to go over briefly what you're going to be needing for today. No, we're going to do a class plan first, hit the wrong button. Just so you know, we're going to start with a bit of warm-up, get everything nice and ready first. Then everybody's favourite cardio, but it's like sneaky strength building cardio. So you'll enjoy it, I hope. Or maybe you're someone who enjoys cardio anyway. Regardless, it's a really, really good way to start off the day. Feels amazing once you're finished. I've got a couple of shoulder stability exercises for us to do. That's super important, particularly if you're going and planning on jumping back on the aerials later. We'll finish with abs because abs are good. You should always do some abs. And then we'll just do a little bit of a stretch down. Nice short, compact class today. One moment, technical difficulties. What's on? You can't hear me. Okay. No one can hear me. How do I fix that? Can I hear me? Apologies, we'll just what's on? You can't hear me. Can we hear me now? Okay. Can anyone else hear me? How do I fix that? Excellent! Glorious, I fixed it. Apologies, we'll just what's on? You can't hear me. Can we hear me now? Okay. Alright. So, in that case, how do I fix that? Excellent! Glorious, I fixed it. Apologies, we'll just what's on? Good. In that case, we're going to go on with, so that's our rough plan for this morning. Just going over things that you probably saw before the stream started. You're going to need a wall, you're going to need a bit of space. Yes, good. Okay. Tech support is telling me I am good. You're going to want a TheraBand or a scarf or a sheet or something. You just need to be able to hold something between your hands is all we're after with that. So any sort of TheraBand substitute that you feel is appropriate, and go for gold. We're going to want a yoga block, or if you don't have a yoga block, like a book, or again like a short stick, like shoulder width-ish. Some sort of substitute in that kind of vein. I have a book, I don't have a yoga block, so DIY is the way to go. And lastly, we're going to want 2 juggling balls if you've got them, but they don't have to be juggling balls. They can be like apples or oranges or just little things to hold. They shouldn't be very heavy. So that's all we're really after with that sort of stuff. So I feel like we should just kind of crack into it. Get everyone nice and ready, nice and warm. So we're going to start off nice and quickly. We're just going to do 45 seconds of high knees just to get your blood nice and working. So you have hands out, tapping your knees with your hands, nice and running. Starting now. Knees up, squeezing your core, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Bonus points for pointing your toes at the top. Come on. Get them higher. Yeah, that's better. We're over halfway. Cool. Don't stop it, just keep bouncing, do a little bit of shake. Arms going forwards and backwards. backwards. Make sure you don't hit the wall behind you. And over, and forwards and backwards again. And over the other way. So swings forwards. So it goes up, over, stops. Up, over, stops. Going to lean forward. So feet are a little bit wider than hip width. Going to fold to the hips, keeping your back flat. Arms out in front. I'm just going to draw big lazy circles as you switch side to side. So you're stirring your giant pot of breakfast that you get to have afterwards. Or maybe before. I'm not sure if before is a great idea. And you can go the other way. So you reach across, pull out. Pulls you away to the side. Cool. Stop that, we don't need the time right now. You're going to push your knees out to the side, hand on each. Just going to go for a little bit of rock, trying to get one leg to straight. It's not a full Cossack. It's just going, what if I do this? Oh, you can see. So I'm just going straight leg, trying to keep my back up and straight. Slowly working a little bit lower. Working lower until I'm doing my full Cossacks. Going to come back up to a little horse and do a little drop, one shoulder forward, keep the other one back, slow twist through your back, and I'm going to twist and go the other side. Just chill out here for a little bit. We're going to fold forward into our downward dog. So thinking about our shoulders opening, our hips coming up to the ceiling. You're just going to bend one leg and kind of just walk it out a little bit. So, just one leg in at a time. Always pushing out of your shoulders. Stopping here, I'm just going to rock forward and back. It doesn't matter if you don't hit your full plank, it might only be to here. Might be all the way out, it's up to you. But we're just going to go for that 5 or 6 times. Walk our feet into our hands. We're slowly going to bend our knees slightly, have them a little bit soft, and start rolling up through your spine. Last thing we're going to do is one leg's going to come up, and we're going to draw a figure of 8s with our knees, start opening up our hip. Have some balance if you need to. It's a good little drill for that. And other leg. Cool. A little bit of a bounce, a little bit of a shake. Grab some water if you'd like, because I'd rather you don't drink it during the cardio session, but you can have some afterwards. That is a promise. Just going to have a brief look at the chat, see who's actually here. Oh, there's a bunch of people, look at that. You're all crazy in a good way. So, good. Okay, so, the plan for cardio, and we'll do this all together, because we've got 4 exercises, we're going to do them all 3 times each. So I'm going to go over them first, then we'll go into them. We're going to start off with a set of 10 burpees, and that's going to depend on how high your ceiling is. Just if you have a look, mine's not that high. So I'm not going to be doing a full jump as such. If your regular burpee is enough, it's a jump, it's down to a plank, and back to your jump. If that's too much on your knees or your wrists, you can come down, knees on the ground, and back up. if you are smashing regular burpees, and they are nothing to you, you will do burpees all day, every day, and not break a sweat. 2 variations to add to them. One is when you do your jump, you can do a tuck jump. So you're lifting your knees up rather than just going for a straight jump. And the other is at the bottom, you're going to do a push-up. As you come down, push-up. And if you're really crazy, you can do your push-up and your tuck jump in all the burpees. And I want you guys to think you don't have to stay at the same level for us. If the burpees are killing you, in the second set, maybe go to your knees. And if you're feeling really strong in the third set, go back to your feet. It's up to you guys, working to where you are at. So we're going to be starting off with a set of 10 burpees. The next one is we're going to be doing crabs to table. And what this is, you're going to start in your crab. And in your crab, what do you think? Are your hips up? So you're not sitting low, they're pushing up straight. To go to your table, you're going to bring one hand over, and the opposite leg comes under. And I roll to my tabletop. And in this one, I'm not pushing up. This is not a downward dog. This is my knees staying in the floor. To get back to my crab, I'm going to bring one leg through, trying to replace to where my hand was. And my hand comes over the top. And I'm in my crab. We're going to be doing 10 of those, alternating sides, so you don't just get stuck doing the same side over and over. Where is my list? We're going to do a set of 10 cross and out mountain climbers. So what that's going to be is, I start here, my right leg crosses to my left elbow, my left leg crosses to my right elbow, my right arm goes outside my right elbow, and my left leg goes outside my left elbow. I'm doing a set of 10 of those. That is 1. So you're doing 10 crosses, 10 on the outside. So and I hope that makes sense. If not, just if your brain is not there this early in the morning, that is okay. I understand. I am with you. In which case, just do some regular mountain climbers till I say stop. And after those, we're just going to do a cheeky little wall sit for 30 seconds, and then straight back into the next set. So 3 rounds. If you need to stop and have a breath, take it, but try not to stop. The whole goal in this is to get your heart rate up and working. Just going to open the window before it gets exceedingly warm. Prepare yourselves. We are starting with 10 burpees. And go. It's 4. It's 5, folks. 6. 9. Those are your burpees. That's it, 10 burpees, done, easy. Into our crabs. So one hand comes over, one leg comes under. We go back up, that is 1. Go back the other way. 2. 3. 4. That's 5. Remember to keep breathing, it'll make the whole thing easier. Ten crab tables, like it's nothing. You guys are going through it super well. Into our mountain climbers. So starting going across, out, out. That's 1. Across, out, across, out. 3. That's 4. Keep pushing out of your shoulders. Out. That's 7. 9. And 10. Okay, I'm going to go as a 10-second breath to see who needs to catch up. and I want you to find your wall, your nice friend, the wall. He's good to you, he supports you, he never lets you down. Or she, or it, depending on how your wall is today. I'm going to lower down, making sure our hips are level with our knees, our hands are off, you're not pushing, and you're just going to sit here and enjoy your nice little rest. Back up against the wall, I want you leaning forward, nice and straight. Halfway through this one, guys. Nearly there. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And that's your walk set, which means it is time to go back to the start and go for 10 more burpees. Three. That's halfway, guys. Those are your 10 burpees. You've only got one more set of those to go. It's doing pretty good. You got your crabs to tabletop, 10 of those. Hips up. Hips up. Knees down. Hips up. Halfway through, guys. Two more. Keep breathing. That's that. You are halfway through all of the cardio, I promise. We're now into our mountain climbers. Get ready, and we're going. It's one. Halfway. Last one. All right. You've earned your 5-second little rest before our wall sit. Getting ready. Find your space on the wall. Oh, try not to slam into it like I just did. And go. And breathe. Chill out here. This is your rest. You're earning it. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Nearly there on this one, guys. 10 more seconds. That's your 30 seconds. You've got only one last rotation left. Ready? In with the burpees. Oh, shit, burpee. Halfway. Last one. Oh, I feel those quads working. It's good. Starting to wake up now, eh? We've got our crabs, hips up, reach over, come under, and back. One. Focus on your hips, staying up in your crab. That's halfway, guys. Not that much more left to go. Ten crabs, you guys are killing it. I presume, I can't see, but I presume you are so much less out of breath than I am right now. We're into our mountain climbs. And we're going. That's 1. That's 2. 3. 4. Halfway, folks, nearly there. Those are your mountain climbs. You've just got your wall sit left. That is all. Are we ready? Have your quick 5-second breather if you need it. And find yourself your space. Back against the wall. Hips at knee height, no pressure on your legs. And go like full zen if you want. This is a happy place to be. You know you're working, you're doing well. Nearly there, 10 more seconds. And that's the cardio portion of the class done. You made it, you survived. Cardio's not that bad. Alright. Grab some water. You are now allowed the rest of your water. Don't drink all of it at once. But it woke you up, eh? Quite well, I would think. Which means our next thing is a little bit less intensive, which is okay. So to start with, we want our TheraBand or TheraBand substitute, whichever you have available. And you want a book or a yoga block. Now the idea for this is I'm going to have the TheraBand's going to be between my hands, and I'm going to be pulling out, or your scarf, or your extra stretchy socks, or whatever you have. And the book, or the yoga block, is going to be in between my elbows. So it stops me doing this. What I want to be doing is this. So I'm pulling my elbows in, but pulling my wrists apart. We're not going to be doing that sitting up, though. That would be too easy. The plan of attack for this one, if I do a bit of this, is we're going to be lying on our back. If I sit up, you can see what's going on here. I'm pulling my core into the ground as always. You may as well get the free ab workout while you're here. Got the book between my elbows. My back's on the ground. My shoulders are resting on them. All I'm going to do is I'm going to keep tension on the band, keep the book pressing in, and I'm going to try and lift over my head, touch wherever my range is. Now, the key thing with this is that your elbows do not bend out. They stay in that 90-degree shape. Just comes in and out. Really good for your aerials, really good for your handstands. I'm just going to do a set of 10 of these. Make sure you keep tension on the band. Make sure that your elbows are always staying in that L shape. And if at any point your shoulders start to lift off the ground, or that L shape breaks, or your core comes up, don't go quite as far. You don't quite have the range for it yet. Yet, because you will get it. I've lost count on how many I've done. You should be feeling this nice little burn in your shoulders about now. Let's go for 3 more. Not including this one, because I've lost count. And the only downside to doing this with a book, as far as I can see, is it's hard to read while you do it at the same time. Almost like there's blank pages. And last one. Oh, she's a nasty one, that one. If we have time, I'm not sure where we are. We're not going to have time to revisit that one. Ideally, I would get you doing another 3 sets of that. But we also have to get through our abs, and we have our other shoulder stabilization exercise to get through, of course. And this one is slightly more targeted from what I use in my personal practice. It's more targeted for flags and shoulders, but it's also just good for building up that rotation in and around your shoulder anyway. So we can all do it regardless of what apparatus or what discipline you train. So now you want your juggling balls, or your pieces of fruit, or your balled up socks. Socks aren't great for this. You want to have something you can actually grip and hold on to. I'll show you on the wall first. It's going to be easier to talk that way. So what I do is I start with my hands up, squeezing the balls, and I'm going to bring them over the top of my head, down to the base of my neck. I'm trying not to touch at any point. I always want space between my hands and my body. So I come down, then I'm going to come back up. As I come to the side, my elbows come to the side, the juggling ball is going to pass under my armpits, so I can push them down along to my butt. And from here, still trying to maintain space, I'm going to try and lift them up my back. One hand might be significantly better than the other. I come down to my butt, and I'm going to lift them back up to my head. So it's coming down in front of your armpit, and so your arm's sort of just going out and in. It doesn't want to come down and out. It just comes out as it goes. You are a robot. You are a machine. The only other trick with this is we're not doing it facing, we're going to do it on the ground. And notice you want to think about that nice little tuck in from your ribs, so you're pulling up out of those. You can rest your forehead on the ground, but try not to press it in. This is not a forehead working exercise. This should be shoulders. So really, I'm going to go for a set of 10. If I go a little bit lower then, oh, you can see. Glorious. Okay. So I am lying down, arms up. And at no point am I trying to let the juggling balls touch the ground. That's one, folks. It's 2. It's 3. Halfway there, guys. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Learn to enjoy it. Two more. Last one. Looks quite easy, eh? But you end up with this really, really nice bit of work going through the rotation through your shoulder joint. For any of my straps guys, you've done this before, please do this a lot. It's really, really nice to save your shoulders in the long run. So, with that said, grab your last little bit of water, and I reckon we just have time for a quick session of 4-minute abs. Everyone's favourite, if you haven't done them with me before, consists of 8 different positions. You're doing a dish on each side, front, back, left, right, and then you're going to be doing a plank on those 4 sides, front, back, left, right. We're going to do it all at once, only 30 seconds at a time. So the difference is we're going to be on our back for our dish rocks, into our reverse plank, into our right side dish rocks, right side plank, left side dish rocks, left side plank, front side, front side. It's pretty easy to catch on. Just going to very quickly go over all the dish shapes. For your dish on your back, your feet are together, you're pulling in, bringing your ribs into your hips, your arms are above you, you're just going to do little rocks. Your reverse plank, your fingers are pointed towards your feet, your hips are up. For your side dish rocks, again, your feet are together, and you should make sure your hips are stacked, so you're not rolled forward, and you've not rolled backwards and started piking to compensate. You are just on the side. Your top hand is down on the floor in front of you for balance. It is not there to give you a push, it's for balance. Your arm is lifted off, and you do a rock, and what makes you do that rock is the squeeze in between your lower ribs and your hips pulling in. For your plank, you can do it either on your elbow or on your arm. Up to you, I don't mine that is. You get a choice, look at that. Now front dish rocks. Again, feet together, making that nice arch shape, keeping your legs straight, none of this nonsense. Now arms are in front of us. Rock. And then your final plank. Are we prepared? Are we ready? Are we good for the really fun bit? Starting on our backs, folks. It's just 4 minutes. After this, I guarantee we will be done. Starting on our back and go. Always do core, folks. Super important no matter what you do. Point your toes as well. If you're not already pointing your toes, that's always good to think about. And we go up to our plank. Hips up, you're still pointing your toes, trying to have your toes and your heels on the ground at the same time. Pushing your shoulders down away from your ears. Try not to hang your head back like this. Keep it looking forward. Don't let your hips drop. Remember to breathe. We're going to think about going to our right side. So your right hip on the ground very soon. About now, in fact. Pulling through your side and making those dishes rock. And if you can't do the dish rocks, you can just hold the dish shape. You just hold here. Be the banana for once. And we're going to plank on your elbows or on your arm. No matter what you want to do, you can do it. Really arching, pulling up through the side. We're nearly halfway through the whole thing, look at that. We're going to go to our left side, so our left hip's going to be down. About now. And dish. Keep pulling through your side. Check and make sure that you're not piking or falling backwards. Nearly there. And we're going to plank. Try not to fall over while we do so, because that would be embarrassing on a live stream. After this, we've only got one more side to go. That's all. And on our front. This is it, folks. Nearly there. In plank. And while we're finishing this, I just want to say we're still very interested in what you guys are doing. Take photos, take videos, share them on Instagram. We've got a hashtag Circus Hub Community. Tag that so we can have a look. We've got our own little community going on our own website. I think Rich is going to drop that in the chat any minute now. Have a look at that. Keep fit, keep exercising. We want to see you guys. Don't forget to like this. Save it for later. Do it all again. Why not? And that's the end of your plank. Yeah, so that's going to be. We're going to do a quick stretch down, but I know a lot of people like to run away before that happens. Naughty. But yeah, check it out. We've got a whole bunch of other classes happening. Check out all of those. We've got a kids class happening later today. Check that out. If you've got littlies, or maybe you don't, you just want to do more circus, you are welcome to join. There's no age limit. Come and play. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. We're just going to do a quick couple of stretching down moments. So first one we're going to do, just going to lean forward with your wrist turned the other way, and then you're going to start sitting back on your heels. Elbow pits facing forward on this one. So little stretch through your forearms. I know a lot of people are stuck inside looking at screens at the moment. This is a really nice one to help alleviate some of that. Not that it's staring at the screens, but if you're like tapping away on a keyboard. Start bending your elbows, peeling them in. Do the other side. Wrist spin both ways, folks. And again, you want your elbow pits facing forward, not in. Forward. Start bending your elbows, pulling all the way back off. Sit forward. One leg's going to be forward. The other foot is by your knee. You can fold forward, try and reach your foot. If you can reach further, brilliant. If you're still on like a knee or your calf, also brilliant. You are working, you are getting it. Try and keep your back straight and pull like the bottom of your ribcage down into your knee. But you want to try and keep like your collarbones. Oh, I don't do early morning starts, folks. I apologise. You're going to keep your collarbones up and away, but pull your sternum forward. And enjoy it. Just chill out. Have the stretch. You've earned it. Well done you for getting up early and doing cardio. And swap to the other leg. It really does feel so much better once you've done it, though, doesn't it? You just feel like you're ready for the day. Whereas, admittedly, it's not the most fun while you're doing it this early in the morning when you're not really awake. Although we're not even that early in the morning, I feel like my time's just been changing. Last one I'm going to do is going to pull legs in together. Still sitting up nice and tall, holding onto our feet, and you're pushing down against your knees or your calves with your elbows, and you're just going to lean forward and really open up your hips there. Again, flat back. It's there to be flat. Then you can pull your feet in a little bit, and then you can bend all the way over. Try and get your nose into your toes, but if they get there, don't inhale. They probably don't smell great right now. And you can just reach forward, hands off the ground, pulling you forward, pulling you forward, pulling you forward. And that's Circus Fit for this morning. Nice, quick, snash. And I will see you guys when I see you. Please, chuck some stuff off Instagram. I want to see what everyone else is doing. Give me something to look at, folks. Hope you enjoyed. We will see you next time, I suppose. Where is that